Sid. Your new companion appears much more formidable than your uncle. Should I be worried?
You haven't been introduced.
Jill. Clive is...
All lies, I'm sure.
Your Stolas said that Dalamil has a bandit problem.
Indeed. Although, you're a little late.
Any idea where they went?
The desert's a big place. But the fact is, I have more...
What did you say to me?
Ah, as if by magic. Let's just say we've yet to reach a consensus about how to solve Dalamil's little... And at this rate, it won't be the actions of the bandits which prove to be our undoing. I've tried reasoning with the dissenting parties, but...
Perhaps we could talk to them.
What makes you think they'll listen to us?
What makes you think they won't?
She makes a fair point, Sid. And you won't have wasted much of your precious time if you fail. They're just across the courtyard.
Suppose we just follow the shouting.
You wouldn't talk like that if it had been your men whose throats were slit. Blood for... We hire mercenaries and have them mount the bandits' heads on our walls as a...
And what happens when those mercenaries are slaughtered like your men? We're better off using that coin to buy food and supplies. If we hire mercenaries, And you cannot fill empty bellies with...
But what happens when they come back? Maybe it'll be your throat...
That's enough. Any more of this and I'll throw you out. Come back when you're ready to talk.
Victor. What's he doing here?
Sid. And Lady Jill. What brings you here?
I was about to ask you the same thing.
Costness is in chaos, and the markets have all but ceased to operate. The Briar's Kiss here in Dalamil is the only place I can reliably obtain supplies. I was here to do just that when Master Lubor told me of his troubles. He thought I might be able to talk some sense into these fools. But if you're here, I suppose his patience...
Who are those people?
Those were the thorns in Lubor's side. And these are cursed skies. The darkness or an entire city.
We're still working on the skies. Perhaps we can find a solution to Dalamil's problem.
I hope so.
So?
What I saw was a room full of people who were angry and afraid, but if left to smolder, that...
My thoughts exactly. Both sides wish to protect their homes and livelihoods, if only they could agree on how.
And if there's one thing bandits like...
What would Sid the...
Well, he'd let them choose for themselves, and be on hand to pick up the pieces when it all went wrong.
That sounds like a recipe for disaster.
A recipe for disaster is precisely what it is. But perhaps that realization would be enough to make them question the... While it's plain neither Conrad nor Natalie will countenance the other, it may still be possible to make... Before presenting them with a...
And that would be?
To pool our resources and save the...
When all that fear and anger can be directed...
It appears we have a plan. Victor, pay Conrad a visit. See if you can't convince him of it.
As you wish.
Your faces. Don't worry, Victor and I will do most of the talking.
Play along.
What he means to say.
Picture it, Conrad. Ah, here she is, Conrad. May I introduce you to Jay?
A pleasure, mate.
As I told you, I summoned the commander here from Canberra to inquire.
Victor says you told him that there aren't any men left to hire. Is that true?
True as the crystals crack. Nobles came and claimed every last one worth his salt. You know of the 7 high houses. There must be 2 swords assigned each one. Granted, we have a few boys left. If it's...
Well, Conrad, are you saying that Dalamil's finest cannot defend this town better than a gaggle of unblooded striplings? That a band of beardless youths could better avenge the deaths of your prey?
Absolutely. We'll show those bastards who they did.
I can't believe that, actually.
Conrad's not what you call the brightest cat. And there's a reason why I had you do the talking and not Sid. Well,
Then let us band together and show these brutes that Dalamil is not to be trifled with.
If I had my pickaxe, I would have...
I mean, it may still be possible to buy something, and we may yet be allowed to keep it.
Yes, but
Ah, here he is now. Natalie, allow me to introduce Lord Underhill of Randalar's prestigious...
Lord Underhill.
Underhill.
I was just telling the good lady of our conversation, my lord, and how you were...
Lubor says that not only are the granaries almost empty, but that war and the Blight mean this season's harvest won't be enough to...
Indeed, certainly that is. The nobles in the capital are buying up the city's stocks of barley and wine, driving the prices higher than most commoners can afford. It is only a matter of time before the peasants revolt.
It is worse than I thought. If what Lord Underhill says is true, I fear we have little hope of supplementing our stores, meager though they regret. And while I applaud your endeavors to dissuade our more bellicose citizens from seeking vengeance, I sense, Conrad, which means that now, more than ever, if our humble town is to endure not only this hardship, but those that are...
All right, if it will help. But you needn't have gone through this charade.
Thank you, Clive.
She saw right through.
I didn't say it was good, merely that it produced the desired effect. Now, my scouts should be returning shortly. Meet me back at the Briar's Kiss, and we shall see what we...
I'm not convinced our roles in this ruse were entirely necessary.
I don't know. Conrad seemed quite taken with you.
Mummy, I'm scared.
I'm ruined.
good news. Both Conrad and Natalie have with time, they may...
Time no longer appears to be the luxury.
I take it your scouts found the bandit.
Technically, it would be the bandits who found my scouts. It appears all of them.
You're not serious.
They don't just want food, they want the whole...
I have a favor to... I'm told the bandits march in two groups. One from the south and one from the desert. In a move, doubtless, into...
Very well. Jill and I will meet those from the desert. But
The rest, my friend, the city shall fight. The stakes, I concede, are high. But if this does not unite Dalamil,
That is a lot of faith to put into those who had their hands around each other's throats but a moment ago.
Then it will be for us to see that their hands are kept occupied.
I thought you might say that.
We'll hold them off for as long as we can.
And we will do the...
The women folk have come to welcome us.
I'll take that one.
He's all yours.
They mean to overwhelm us. The women folk have come to welcome us.
I'll take that one.
It's all yours.
mean to overwhelm us.
The townspeople. Could they have held out?
I don't hear any fighting.
That we should hurry.
Natalie, you did well out there. The inn would have been lost had you not...
Without you, there would have been no line to... You saved us, Conrad.
We all saved Dalim.
Conrad seems to have had a change of heart.
I'd say they both have.
I take it from your presence that our visitors from the desert won't be joining us either.
The plan worked. Granted, it only took an army of bloodthirsty bandits.
Calm now, Victor. Why quibble over the... We are united. And as for you, Sid...
I'll take that as a compliment.
This man's gonna die if we don't get him to a healer.
But all our beds are taken.
Martha, it's good to see you.
And you, Clive.
Otto said you'd been attacked by a Kashik.
Those skies are what happened. Not long after they fell, there were hundreds of them. Tried to storm the hill. Only a handful made it. The rest are still down there now. And while we have a few willing fighters holding them back,
What do you think, Clive?
That we join the fight.
I thought you'd never. Now, where I need you is the Fallen Gate. Let the men know you come to help. Something to...
We're on our way.
Do you think there are as many as Martha says?
More.
You don't think they've abandoned us, do you?
Them not. Not a chance.
Not here.
The barricades we've set up around the town won't hold the Akashic back for long. Might buy us a few moments to say our last farewells.
Clive, wounded.
We deal with the Akashic first.
These men don't have the look of hired swords.
If you've come to rob this place,
You are mistaken, my Lord Rosfield. We're here by Madame Martha's leave.
how do you know my name?
Forgive me, my lord. There wasn't time for introductions. We're with the Guardians of the Flame.
Wade's men? But how did you come to be here? Where is your commander?
Sir Wade left earlier with a scouting party to find out where the Akashic were coming from.
Did he? Take your wounded back to the inn. Martha will see you're looked after. We'll join you anon.
And to think you took them for thieves. A fine reward for holding off the horde, that is.
When did Wade and his men arrive?
Not long after Rosalith fell. The Guardians asked me to shelter some of them that had lost their... They were making ready to leave just as the skies turned, and we agreed it was best we stuck to...
Martha! Trouble! The scouting party's almost at the lift. But they got a pack of Akashic snap, and they got wounded with them! They're not gonna make it!
Damn it all.
We'll worry about them, Martha.
You look after everyone here. If any can still fight, send them to the lift.
I will. You two be safe now.
My
Mad dogs. The lot of them.
Squire, I need you to get those who can still walk up the lift to Martha's. But what about... I didn't ask, Oscar. Sir.
Sir Wade.
Lord Rossfield. If you aren't a sight for sore eyes.
Martha seemed to think you might need some help. And by the looks of it...
We thought we could sneak by them. But we didn't know there would be so many. How could we have?
Behind you!
Damn it! We need to get the injured to safety.
Do you think we can hold them off?
We can certainly try. Are you with us, Sir Wade?
Always.
Then let's do our duty.
Is anyone hurt?
I don't think so.
And yet again, you've pulled me from the flames. It's just a pity I keep walking into them.
You've never been one to shy away from danger, Sir Wade. Like any shield worthy of the name.
I see you're all in one piece.
Martha!
Is something wrong?
The lookout saw smoke coming from down Eastpool way. Too thick.
A second horde.
Feel like finishing the job.
Always.
Jill and I will make for Eastpool. You'll need to move the injured without.
Don't you worry about them.
The moment my men are safe, I'll follow.
Just patch me up as quick as you can and get me back out there.
They're headed for the rest.
We have to slow them down. Martha and the others won't be ready.